Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Thanks for stopping by at the ranch here in South East Bavaria. A beautiful winter day it is. As some of you might know, my name is Michael. I opened up this channel here on YouTube in the beginning of 2020. I called it Bavarian Globetrotter, which is just me traveling around the world. In the last video, I've shown you the place where I grew up most of the times. If you haven't watched this video yet, just go on my channel, it's number 25. After enjoying a couple of days here at the ranch in Southeast Bavaria, I'm right now back in my actual hometown of Munich, and I'm just putting this stuff together for you. This is kind of going back into time, as this video, what you are watching right now, is taken before number 25 on my channel. But as I explained in the last video, I wanted to have number 25 as a special one, so I decided to switch them up. In today's video, I'm going to show you the way from Munich into Southeast Bavaria by train, and I'm going to use two local trains, so I have to change once. So everyone, now buckle up, hold on to your armrest, we are right now going back in time. Now, let's have a look on today's route. We are starting here in Munich, which is the capital of the state of Bavaria, and we are going to Bogen, which is in the southeast of Bavaria. As Bavaria is a pretty large state here in Germany, you can easily spend up to 5 hours traveling it by train. We are doing it today for only 3. First, we have to go to Munich Central Station, and as a mode of transportation today I chose our subway. Here you can see one of our older ones, which is operating here in Munich since the 70s. Munich's Central Station is beautifully lit up in the time around Christmas. And it was pretty quiet today. I started right early, that's for sure, but normally it's way crowded than this. So right now I'm standing here on the first floor in Munich Central Station. And as the announcements were so loud throughout I made this video, I have to do the audio part once again. So if the lips and the tone is not matching, I do apologize, but I had to redo it due to the announcements. Our first train for today is this regional train, which has double-decker wagons, and they have been refurbished lately. Our locomotive today is as well a standard locomotive, but it is in a really cool livery. Munich Central Station is used by over 400,000 people a day. I was just guessing, where are they all today? Now it is time to head inside, and this train will bring us the first hour and a quarter to our point where we have to change into another local train, which will be in Neufahren. Munich Central Station has in total 32 tracks, and they are numbered from 5 to 36, which is kind of odd as tracks 1 to 4 are missing. Those missing tracks have been demolished as it was built new in the 1980s. It is as well connected to all suburban line trains that are running underground and to the subway lines 1, 2, 4, 5 and 7. Second class on this train was in a 2-2 configuration, and as well some seats that are facing each other, so you can sit in a group of 4. The other seats are just like bus row seats, so they are just behind each other. Today I chose to travel in first class, as this is as well possible with a regional ticket that you can upgrade to a first class ticket. Knowing that I had about 3 hours to go on the trains, those extra costs for the first class ticket are reasonable. It's only a small surcharge on the normal regional ticket that you have to buy, and you have more privacy and more rest. First class is usually in a 1-2 configuration and is split up by glass walls. So this compartment I opted for has only 6 seats in it, so a lot of privacy for me. We departed here in Munich right on time, which is especially on this trip really important as the connection that I have is quite close, but I will explain that later. right now let's enjoy a beautiful sunrise here in southern Bavaria. I chose to sit on the right side of the train as this one is facing to the east, so I could see the sunrise better. Each table can be widened, as you can see right here, and it's pretty sturdy. You can work on it with your laptop, you have your food on it or drinks, nothing will fall. He has as well those small cup holders on the side that have a anti-slip mat. In first class, each seat comes as well with a power outlet. The interior of this carriage was done pretty much new, so it was a really comfortable seat. The legroom was amazing at this seat, and as well, every seat has its own individual reading lamp. Taking a local train has a huge advantage for me. You can see the countryside roll by, not as fast as you would in an intercity or intercity express train, but that's all about. You can look outside the window at the beautiful landscape of Bavaria, and yeah, you can just relax. The ride on those double-decker trains has been quite smooth and as well quiet, so they did a good job with those trains. I was lucky enough to stay all alone by myself in this little compartment I chose, so it was a pretty private experience. As I mentioned earlier, I had a pretty close connection in Neufahrt, so this gives you a small glimpse of the next train I will go on. It is just a small commuter train with only 2 carriages and a diesel engine.
Nächste Station, Neufahrt, Niederbayern. Aufstieg in Fahrtrichtung rechts.
Second class on this small local train was as well in the 2-2 configuration with some bus seats and some seats facing each other. The first class compartment on this train was pretty small with only 12 seats, 8 of them facing each other and 2 bus row seats. The main difference in the first class compartment here is that they have leather seats and a lot of legroom, and as well privacy as both doors shut quiet. I'll be on this train as well about 1 hour and a quarter. which brings us all the way down to Bogen, and through a lot of beautiful countryside and small villages and towns here in southern or southeast Bavaria. So hello guys, I have changed trains now here in Neufahren in Niederbayern. I'm quite now on a pretty small local train, which consists only of 2 carriages. It's a diesel engine, and it will take me about 1 hour to get to Bogen. And that's pretty much where my ride today is ending. And then I will show you where my roots come from, where I spent a lot of my childhood. And right now we're just exploring much more of this beautiful state of Bavaria. Train is as basic as it can get. There is no power outlet, there is no reading lamp or nothing, but I think you don't need this. This is normally just a commuter train for all those people living here and working in the bigger cities. So why they don't need any luxury trains, they just need a lifeline to rely on. As I just showed you, the legroom in this small first class compartment here on the regional train is even better than on the big one. So you can totally stretch your feet out and it won't touch the other passenger or seat. On the single lane track here, there are as well some stops that are not mandatory for stopping. So if you want to get out of some of those places, you have to announce yourself at the train driver, which is quite unique. To be honest, I haven't found this in a lot of places in the world anymore. But in this rural area of Bavaria, it's not necessary to stop everywhere, because sometimes there is even not a platform or whatever. So this is kind of the lifeline of those people here. As we get further into southern East Bavaria, or South East Bavaria as you want to say, it's getting even more rural. So I hope you enjoy this trip. I do. It's giving me a chance to go back to my roots, where I come from, and I'm glad to show it to you. Well, the only lack in this compartment here, which is suited for 12 people, is there is no table here. So if you have your food and drinks with you, there's nowhere to put them. Just on a rubbish bin here you can put something, but then you have to hold it all the time because it's not steady enough. This single track lane was just operated with so-called train buses that were much smaller than this one today, only pretty much half the size, had as well a diesel engine, and served pretty much every hour between Neufahren and Niederbayern all the way to Straubing. The pretty much new built sector from Straubing to Bogen, or better said reinvented sector, was not served at the time. So there were only bus services, and they as well continue today, but as well you have the opportunity to take the train. come through a lot of small villages and towns, and the first big one you will hit is Straubing, which is kind of one of the biggest cities here in Niederbayern, or in South East Bavaria. And the other places are really just like small communities with, well, pretty much no industry at all. That's pretty much why this railway was built in the first place, just to bring those people from those villages to work. So guys, I'm right now here at the end of my journey into the region where my roots are. Right now we're crossing the river Danube, as you can see right here. So it means we're pretty much at Bogen, where my journey will end. I hope you have enjoyed this video of me going back to my roots. And the next video I will show you where I've grown up and some of my favorite places up there. I will take you through our woods, our bushes, and pretty much everything else. So, just right now I want to say one thing more. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more footage, and as well, thank you for watching as always, and take care, stay safe, and goodbye.